All right, buckle up, folks. Red Bull stepped into the 2024 Formula One season, and let me tell you, they've got a real challenge on their hands. Picture this, they've had a stellar run in the previous years, and for the first two races this season, setting the bar high and winning left, right, and center. But here's the kicker. All the other teams have caught on to the technical rules, making Red Bull's mission to maintain that momentum a tough nut to crack. The Austrian squad, however, isn't one to shy away from a challenge. They've spilled some details about their new beast, the RB20, and hinted at fixing some weaknesses in their previous car. So, the big question is, can they keep their place at the top, or will the competition turn the tables? Let's dive into the Red Bull saga for the 2024 season. Now let me spill the beans on what Red Bull has cooked up for their RB20. So picture this, they've taken a hard look at their previous model, the RB19, and decided it needed a bit of a makeover. Max Verstappen, the man himself, admitted there were some areas where their car was slacking, especially on the curbs and low-speed corners. Now that's interesting because they were pretty much leading the pack all the time, but hey, even champions see room for improvement, so what's the plan? Red Bull went back to the drawing board, addressing those weak spots and aiming to make their strengths even stronger. The RB20 is shaping up to be a mean machine that hit the grid and showed everyone what it was made of. The big question? Will these tweaks be enough to keep them as the team to beat? Time will spill the secrets. Now, let's talk about why Red Bull is walking into the 2024 season like they own the track. Picture this. They practically dominated the 2023 season, snagging 21 out of 22 victories. Max Verstappen was breaking records left and right, winning a whopping 19 races in a single season. Now, that's no small feat. So, it's safe to say they're strutting into 2024 as the favorites. But here's the kicker, technical rules are staying put and other teams are catching on. The competition is getting tighter, but Red Bull is banking on their track record to keep them ahead of the game. The big question buzzing around. Can they keep the crown or will someone manage to sneak it away? Let's dive into the drama of Red Bull, the undisputed favorite ready to conquer the 2024 season. All right, here's the scoop on the nitty-gritty tech stuff. So, every team out there is now clued in on the rulebook for the 2024 season. Red Bull, being the tech wizards they are, knows this is making their journey trickier. The Austrian squad understands that with everyone on the same page about the technical rules, keeping the edge is no walk in the park. They've got this RB20 beast, and they're realizing it needs a different but kind of similar approach to stay king of the hill. So, you've got Red Bull navigating through this maze of rules, tweaking their game plan to keep that competitive edge. The question lingering is, will they outsmart everyone else or find themselves in a neck-and-neck race? The tech game is on, and Red Bull is strategizing to stay ahead of the curve. But here's the twist. Chief Engineer Paul Monaghan, the brains behind the operation, dropped a truth bomb. Even though they dominated the 2023 season, he's not calling the RB20 perfect. Nope, it's an evolution, sure, but they're not taking any chances. Paul's shouting from the rooftops, "We need progress!" They know the competition is sharpening their knives. All right, let's dive into the competition's playbook. So all the other teams are eyeing Red Bull, trying to crack the code of their success. They're whispering about potential performance gains ranging from 0.5 to 2.5 seconds. But here's the kicker. Zak Brown from McLaren is scratching his head, calling Red Bull's moves a mystery. It's like a game of cat and mouse because, truth be told, no one really knows what Red Bull's been cooking up for 2024. Now, about those Venturi channels. Red Bull's secret sauce. Other teams are changing chassis and floors, trying to optimize what Red Bull has mastered. It's like a chess game, each team making moves, hoping to catch up. And if Red Bull manages to outsmart everyone with an evolved design, well, it could be game over once again. So here we are, a bunch of teams scrambling to decipher Red Bull's playbook, tweaking their own rides and hoping they've made the right moves. It's a guessing game, and Japan is the arena where the truth unfolds. Can Red Bull keep their secrets safe, or will the competition unveil the mystery? Now let's peek into the crystal ball of predictions and expectations. Teams are throwing their guesses into the mix, thinking they can find some extra tenths. Ferrari, for instance, claims they added 30 downforce points to their 2024 car, translating to roughly 7/10ths of a second. That's their big move to catch up with the undisputed champions Red Bull. But hold on, there's a twist. Zach Brown, always the realist, is saying, hey, we've got no clue what Red Bull's up to. It's like trying to solve a puzzle blindfolded. He even predicted a reset for the F1 year, expecting a lot closer races. According to him, Red Bull's unicorn year of 2023 won't repeat in 2024. It's the law of diminishing returns, he says. You can't keep dominating forever. Now Red Bull's development driver Jake Dennis got a taste of the RB20 in the simulator, and his verdict? The improvements are massive. He's practically saying, good luck catching us unless Ferrari or Mercedes pull a miracle out of their hats. Bold words, my friends, bold words. So, as the teams made their winter upgrades and everyone placed their bets, we're left wondering, can anyone really catch up to Red Bull's magic formula? It's a game of predictions and expectations, and the next few races will reveal who hit the jackpot and who's left with empty hands. Now, let's fast forward a bit and see what Red Bull has up their sleeves for the future. Ben Waterhouse, the head chief of performance engineers, spills the beans. They're not just focused on the current ride, the RB20, they're already eyeing the RB21. It's like thinking 2 steps ahead in this high-speed chess game. So, why the jump to 2025 already? Well, Ben spills that the RB19 had its limitations, especially highlighted during races like Singapore. They want to turn those weaknesses into strengths, whether it's high-speed performance or tackling tricky corners. The RB20 might be the talk of the town now, but they're laying the groundwork for something even more beastly, the RB21. Now let's tie up this F1 narrative. We've seen Red Bull's challenges, their rivals playing catch-up, and the mystery surrounding their 2024 moves. As the drama unfolds, it's not just about this season. It's a chess match that goes beyond, with Red Bull already envisioning their moves in 2025. So what do you think? Can Red Bull maintain their dominance not just this year, but in the years to come? It's a story of strategy, development, and the ever-evolving world of Formula One. The first few races of the season might have concluded one chapter, but the tale of Red Bull's journey is far from over. The F1 saga continues to keep us on the edge of our seats. Comment with your point of view below.